Hello, basketball fans. You've got it on 2K Sports as we get set to bring you an exciting NBA basketball game. And our broadcast team tonight, Greg Anthony here to my left and Steve Smith to my right. And the whole of it, Steve, as we know, this should be a battle of the backcourts. And you know something about that. Who did you, when you played, love to face and play against?
Well, two of the guys that come to mind right offhand as far as backcourt players was Michael Jordan and Penny Hardaway. Love facing those guys. And then at the end of my career, I love watching Allen Iverson, not guarding him.
Here are the five for the Clippers. The wing pairing, George and Leonard. Post tandem form, Morris and Zubac. And it's Wall in at the one. Russell left side. And it's Paul George with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. 17 foul. Russell against Wall. Russell passes to Gobert.
It's an awkward pass to try to make on the interior.
Los Angeles shooting their first free throw of the game.
In my opinion, one of the most talented two-way players of this generation. Paul George has stayed humble throughout his success and has shown that he is willing to do whatever it takes to win.
And the assets traded by the Wolves for Rudy Gobert surprised a lot of people. In essence, 5 first-round picks, 3 of them unprotected. They better hope this thing works out. A lot right now.
Wall against Russell. Out to Edwards. From outside, off the mark. We're about 1 minute into the first. Morris passes to Zubac. Rudy Gobert with the rebound.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
Russell finds Towns. Back to Russell. Nails the baby hook.
The gentle touch inside. Russell really improving as a finisher.
George looking over the floor. Pass to Morris. Back to George. Shoots from the corner. Almost, but it rolls out.
You expect him to make that, especially from that distance.
Edwards kicks to Towns. Back to Edwards. Down low. Russell dishes to Gobert. Good, and it's Russell picking up the assist.
This is where size matters. No one's stopping Gobert on that shot.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
It's tipped. George against Edwards. And the wide open shot from Morris. Bangs home the trifecta.
Excellent pass, PG-13. Keeping his eyes up, using his vision.
Morris against Towns. Out to Russell. Lets the three fly. Wall grabs the board.
And even with good coverage defensively that time, he has confidence to drill the three.
Morris finds George. Out to Morris. Puts one up from 19. Good on the jump shot. Morris has got 5.
And dangerous in that catch-and-shoot game. In fact, anytime Morris can square up, he's a lot more consistent.
2 minutes remaining. Here's Edwards. That shot misses. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. Leonard with the ball. Working on McDaniels. And there's the call on Karl Anthony Towns. That is his first foul of the game. First personal foul. And there's a minute 45 left here in the first quarter. Morris outside, 5 on the clock. Down it goes for his third basket in as many tries.
And I like the different looks that Morris can give you inside, outside, and in transition.
McDaniels in the post. He's covered by Leonard. Russell passes to Towns. Over Wall. That one off the back iron and out. Clippers leading by 4. Greg, they're in a rhythm offensively, really cooking.
And the opposition looks helpless to stop them right now.
For Minnesota, they've gone 2 of 6 from the field. Leonard dishes to Morris. That falls. Nice feed that time from Leonard. 9 points in the game so far.
Nice pass by Kawhi Leonard. You can tell he's been working on his playmaking.
Outside Edwards. Paul George with the steal. Wall against Russell. The pass to Morris. It's stolen by Gobert. And here we go. Fast break. Towns has got it. And here's Edwards from the arc. The Timberwolves again can't hit. George with the ball. Working on McDaniels. Now here is George. Here's Zubac. Back to George. Fires the 3. Trains the three-pointer.
You need guys who can stretch the floor or the offense doesn't flow. Paul George is one of the best at it.
Here's Russell. The shot's good.
And with that basket right there, it brings an end to that trouble run by Los Angeles.
And we've reached the end of the first quarter. Clippers lead by 7. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Clippers?
You could see they were well prepared defensively coming into this one.
Yes, what they do, they take away the things that teams like to do offensively, also keeping them out of sync.
Backcourt guards are Russell and Edwards. Underneath in the post, Towns and Gobert. And it's McDaniels at the small forward. That's the 5 to begin the second quarter for the Timberwolves.
For decades, the Clippers were almost directionless. But they found their place in the NBA, becoming a franchise that competes in the West.
Russell feeling it out a bit. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Russell's got 6 points.
Terrific play. This is why you run your offense through him and live with the results.
And the West, we know, is very difficult. But, Steve, for the Clippers, how much of their success is tied to their identity?
Kevin, a lot of it. They've become a hard-nosed team, hanging their hat on defense, playing together, making opponents earn everything they get.
Just 3 to shoot. George. Zubac. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. Zubac has got the lead up to 9 now for the Clippers.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
Right side, Russell. Back to Edwards. Outside, Russell. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So 1 free throw coming up.
And you see Russell taking the hit on that shot. Great body control. Potential and 1.
And he'll be shooting his first free throw of the game here. And home court advantage can give teams a huge lift. Greg, how different is it playing in front of the hometown fans?
It's huge. I mean, they give you energy. You don't want to let them down. So you tend to dig a little deeper when you're playing at home.
Here's Morris. That ball was nice speed that time from George. George has got 3 assists in the game. Ball against Russell. Out to the wing. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. And the rejection by Zubac. And Gobert hits for Russell. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. You gotta love strong defense, especially when it comes in the form of harsh rejections. Wow.
Sharp instincts on D there. Just timing when to rise up and swat that one away.
Ball against Russell. Here's George. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
The defense on George a little too tight there. But to have any chance against him, you have to challenge him.
And since 1999, the Clippers and Lakers have shared their downtown LA arena. The only NBA teams to split a venue. But that's going to change soon.
Edwards passes to Towns. And the call on the shot sends him to the line. Marcus Morris picks one up there.
And you got to like Towns being assertive there. When he plays like this, it really makes the defenders uncomfortable. Wow, what, he have something in his eye on that shot?
Maybe. The Clippers broke ground on their new arena, set to open in Inglewood in 2024. I've seen the footprint. You fly right into LAX, and you see it every time. It's going to be beautiful.
And that'll be huge for the Clips. If they're trying to create their own identity in Southern California, having a venue just for the Clippers will help.
Russell kicks to Towns. Out to Russell. 3-pointers. Minnesota gets it back. And a new shot clock of 14 seconds. And so George will bring it up for the Clippers. Only allowed 5 points in the quarter.
Better to be lucky than good. That pass was just deflected and not stolen. Dodged a bullet there.
Russell passes to Gobert. And slammed dunk by Gobert.
Hard to stop Gobert on the dunk. His length gives him a clear path to the rim.
Ball against Russell. And Wall kicks to Leonard. Right side Wall. George with no one around. Misses the 3. Timberwolves trail by 8. Outside Russell. Back to Towns. Good, and it's Russell picking up the assist.
And I like Russell's ability to create for others. He does what's best for the team.
Edwards against George. Rebound Minnesota. Now Gobert. It's Edwards on the wing. Now the dish to Towns. And out of bounds as the Clippers gain possession. Clippers leading by 6. Wall passes to George. Basket made. That's his 3rd of the game. He's 3 for 9 now.
At 6'8", Paul George is a threat inside, looking very comfortable from in there.
There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock to the game clock. Edwards kicks to McDaniels. The kick out to Towns. 5 to shoot. Russell, no good. And here's Morris for 3. And so it's the Los Angeles Clippers in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the end of the quarter. And they've done things so much, David and Wilson. And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. Nice game, great performance by Marcus Morris.
Yeah, it's been a great performance from him, really staying focused on quality shots.
And many of those quality shots have been jumpers. A very high percentage of those in the first half.
Taking a look at Los Angeles, the guard and off guard, filled by Jackson and Powell. Batum is out there with Robert Covington, and it's man in at the 3 side. Powell, the pass to Covington. Jackson down low. Passes to Mann. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Not the kind of aggressive defense they need to cut into the lead.
Yeah, you have to protect the rim, Greg, a little better.
Also, if you can't get stops at this point, it really doesn't matter what you do at the offensive end.
Pass to McLaughlin. Kicks it to Prince. Shoots over Covington. Good D by Covington. Los Angeles leading by 8.
You know what makes Nicholas Batum indispensable? When they need him in the paint, he's there. When they need him on the perimeter, he's there.
Here's Mann. He's covered by Anderson. That's the Powell. Here's Jackson. A 3-ball. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. Here's McLaughlin, guarded by Jackson. The pass to Noel. And Jalen Noel picks up the foul. That's his first foul.
Oh, great defense there. Anticipated the play and got there first.
The Clippers in the lead. Outside Jackson. Passes it to Mann. He kicks it to Powell. Covington against Anderson. Covington with the bucket. And the Clippers lead by 10.
Inside, Robert doesn't hold back. He does whatever it takes to get his shot off.
Pass to McLaughlin. Prince outside. Here's McLaughlin. Guarded by Jackson. Prince wide open. And the officials call over the back. A little too aggressive there.
An occasional over-the-back call is fine with him. That's just how he plays and how he attacks the glass.
It's how a lot of people play now. Rebounding techniques have changed over the years. Purists would say, not for the better.
And now Minnesota on the fast break. Drops in the tray off the fast break. McLaughlin's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. To the paint, stolen by Anderson. And out of bounds as the Clippers gain possession. So it's Covington who brings up the ball for Los Angeles. They've led by as many as 11 points. Third quarter here, and 3 minutes have come off the clock. Good, that one on target from Noel.
And that tells the tale here today, guys. Throughout this game, they've been able to get the ball in tight and finish.
And here's Jackson. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. And Kyle Anderson gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. Takes it out to Covington. Pass to Mann. Clock at 6. The Clippers need to get off a shot. And it's blocked by Anderson.
Nice block by Anderson. Can't get too high off the ground, but uses that 7'3" wingspan to full effect.
Always good to get another look at a terrific defensive play.
And that has got to help the morale of this team. Let's see if that sets up a run here.
And the pass to Noel. Here's McLaughlin. Passes it to Noel. Now here's Reed. Defended by Batum. Feeds to Covington. The lead pass was put in just the right spot. Covington's got 4 this quarter.
such a hard finish. Robert is a tough customer. He'll fight through contact when he has to.
McLaughlin, the pass to Anderson. An easy 2 points on the layup.
And you gotta love the big bucket in the paint in this sort of a grind-it-out game.
Jackson kicks to Covington. Out to the right wing. Pass to Batum. Tips it up, and Covington stays with it. Covington's got 6 points.
Tremendous activity from Covington, doing whatever he can to collect additional scoring opportunities.
Takes it inside. Anderson passes to Reed. Count it. Reed's got his second bucket.
That pass into the paint, that is a work of art there. Dead on target.
There's a screen by Covington. Powell kicks to Batum. Here's Jackson. He gets it in there. Jackson's got his first basket.
Nicholas Batum making the resourceful plays, gifting the ball to a ready shooter instead of forcing something.
The third quarter comes to a close. Clippers ahead, leading by 7. And coming up, and a quick look now at the State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court dish.
Yeah, you also have the location of the pad. Puts it right where it needs to be, where his man can do something with it.
Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. A new lineup here for the Timberwolves. Underneath in the post, Towns and Gobert. Sliding in at the wing, it'll be Edwards and McDaniel. And it's Russell in at point guard. So that's the Timberwolves 5. Chalk up 2 there.
That's good planning, and that's good execution. And that's a great look.
Outside, Russell. Out to Edwards. Over George. Edwards, that's good.
And don't let Edwards' position fool you. Anthony is built like a linebacker. That upper body strength helps him down low.
Edwards against George. A kick out to Wall. Pass to George. The shot's good on the assist by Morris. That's 12 points for Paul George.
Capable of flat out torching you. Once PG-13 gets into a groove, watch out.
Leonard with the steal. Morris against Edwards. Wall passes to Zubac. Back to Wall. Russell against Leonard. Can't finish the one-handed jam.
And you're just not going to see him do that very often. Usually when he rises up, there's a guarantee it's going down. Whoa, that'll wake you up.
He is such a great athlete. Leonard dishes to Morris. Outside for George. Back to Morris, and Leonard has it in the corner. 6 on the shot clock. And then Leonard with the dunk.
You can see the work Kawhi has put into his ball handling. Gets separation almost any time he wants.
Russell against Wall. Russell kicks to Towns. Over Morris. Gobert trying to get open. Tried to bank it in, but he misses. Leonard against Towns. Back to George. On the wing, Morris. Wants to get it to Zubac. And does. George against Russell. And the dunk by Zubac.
A good read from Paul George. He's very skilled at realizing when he should make these passes.
The guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure.
Russell passes to Gobert. Paul George George grabs the miss. If they want to, they can milk the clock just a little bit here.
Yeah, that's the best option.
Stolen by McDaniels. It's Russell with the drive. And the shot goes down.
And maybe not the most explosive athlete, but Russell has the ability to change pace and knows when to be aggressive.
Outside, George. And stolen by Russell. Edwards with it. George picks him up. There's the lob to Towns. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Towns. Los Angeles leading by 9. Outside, George. Morris outside. Back to George. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Over Edwards. And again, no good by the Clippers. It's the Timberwolves now. They've given up just 8 points in the fourth quarter. A nice shot by McDaniel.
Love the decision by Gobert. Finding the open teammate, playing smart basketball.
They can more or less wrap it up right here.
This has to be a very smart possession.
And Wall kicks to Leonard. He dishes it to George. Over Edwards. George, no good. And here are the Timberwolves. They trail by 6. Shot by McDaniels, no good. George against Edwards. George dishes the Wall. Back to George. So the Clippers with the win. This was a hard-fought, well-earned victory. David, thank you as always. And that about wraps it up for Steve Smith.
And we're expecting an intense battle in the front court tonight, Grant. Both teams with a lot of talent in those positions.
You know, B.A., it'll be an interesting matchup here with the talent and size of their front court. It should make this game extra challenging for these squads. They can't just count on being the dominant force down low. They'll have to get a little creative.
And the starting lineup for the Grizzlies. Payne and Brooks out on the wing. Inside, it's the pair of Jackson Jr. and Adams. And it's Morant in at the one. Here's Minnesota. Outside Russell. Pass to Towns. Outside Edwards. 5 on the clock. The three. It's rebounded by Memphis.
And the defense dodged one right there. Not the guy you want to leave open.
And then Morant with the dunk.
Morant has a ridiculous motor. This man is finding points at all times. He never stops working hard on offense.
Now here's Russell. McDaniels from long range. Adams grabs the miss.
And in trading for Rudy Gobert, the Timberwolves taking a Twin Towers approach with 2 7-footers in their front court. Of course, the outstanding shooting of Karl Anthony Towns means that spacing shouldn't be much of a concern.
Here's Edwards. And Edwards slams it in.
Yeah, good instincts by Russell on defense, using his quickness to his advantage on this end.
Outside Morant. The officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket is good, and he'll go to the line.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
Russell against Morant. Outside Edwards. Out of bounds. It'll be Memphis' ball. Here in the first quarter with about 2 minutes gone by. Here's Morant. He's got 5. Fires, top of the key. Here's Adams. McDaniels against Brooks. The three from Payne. The rebound by the Timberwolves. Outside Edwards. To the right side. Outside for Russell. The three is up. Pure from three-point range.
This is who Towns is, an unselfish, versatile big man with great court awareness.
Outside Morant. Here he goes. Oh, there's Morant with the slam.
When you're trying to stop a guy like this, you have to match his intensity level.
2 minutes remaining in the first. 2 minutes.
Now Russell. Pass to Edwards. That falls. Nice assist by Russell.
And this is exactly how Russell does solid assist numbers. I mean, just great delivery on that play.
Outside Morant. To the Payne. Here's Payne. Oh, and a beautiful feed leads to a monster jam.
And that's how you lead a team. Literally. Every night, John Morant has a hard job to do. He draws the opponent's toughest defender in each game they play. That's how talented of a scorer he is.
Now here's Russell. And here's Edwards outside. Brooks with the rebound. Morant against Russell. And Morant gets double teamed. Kicks it out to Jackson. Fires for 3. He drops it from range. Oh, you talk about the D Morant has to face. Yet he finds a way to get the best of most of those matchups, Richard.
He's got a very advanced offensive skill set. He can score off the bounce. He can spot up. Depending on who's guarding him, Ja can adapt and find any weakness.
Now here's Edwards. Edwards can't get that one to fall.
and he does it right in his face. This is how you answer a three with a three. Just merciless.
Back to Bain. 30 seconds left in the first quarter here. Minnesota's gone 1 for 5 from three-point range. A cold start. McDaniels passes to Edwards. Towns on a screen. To the wing on the left. Corner shot. And it's Bain with the rebound.
Oh, I can see some miscommunication on defense there very clearly. They were super fortunate it didn't torch them with that mistake.
And we've reached the end of the first quarter. It's the Grizzlies up by 5. Hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for the Grizzlies. On the court for Memphis. Morant and Bain in the backcourt together. Brooks and Jackson, the defensive forward pair. And it's Adams in at the center, locking down the middle. Morant, the pass to Bain. Fires from deep. Doesn't go for him. The Timberwolves trail. Oh, Brooks with the steal. Bain with it. He's picked up by Edwards. Throws it up high. And stolen by Gobert. It's Edwards with a drive. And Edwards slams it in.
Oh, you love to see that kind of vision from Gobert. As much attention as he draws from the D, there's bound to be an open man, and he just got to find him.
McDaniels against Brooks. And here's Morant outside. His fourth make in 5 tries. Solid start for him.
Look, when you're as explosive as Ja, then opponents are going to let you take shots from you.
Russell with the ball. The three. He's in his comfort zone. 2 for 2 to start this one.
Man, this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
Morant against Russell. The 3 from Bain. Shot clock at 5. Here's Morant. Not going to go that time. The Timberwolves go the other way with it. Outside Edwards. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
First personal foul.
That's on Steven Adams.
Hey, you can't block it. Sending him to the line can be the next best thing.
Well, Richard, you had a long playing career. When you think of the great leaders you were around, what are some of the common threads?
I think one of the common threads are the guys that work the hardest expect the most from their teammates. That's something that I've always seen be very, very consistent with leaders, because leaders, especially leaders of men in professional sports, you have to lead by example.
And here's Edwards outside, and that's his 4th bucket of the game in 7 attempts.
That's a guy you want taking shots, a quality offensive player.
Morant against Russell. Pass to Adams. Now here's Bain. Brooks outside. From 18 feet away. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Towns has got his 4th rebound in this one. And here's Russell. Back to Towns.
2 minutes remaining.
Outside McDaniels. Outside Russell. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Russell. Memphis leading. 1:49 left in the first half of this game. The 3 from Bain. And again, it's Memphis with a 3.
You give a shooter of his caliber that much time to seam it up? Oh, yeah, you're done.
Now here's Russell. He has 6.
enough room to finish, and that's one he'll usually make.
Pass to Brooks. Oh, it's stolen. Edwards against Morant. Right side Edwards. Gobert with it. Over Adams. Goes back up. Goes up again. And Gobert with the lay-in. Gobert's got his first points in this one.
I love the ferocity from Gobert. Snagging that board and getting the putback, he wasn't going to be denied.
And here's Morant. 12 points for him. 6 on the shot clock. Bain, the pass to Adams. Over Gobert. And it's Adams missing. Here's McDaniels. 3-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Towns down low. Jackson on him. Towns can't get it to go. Here's Brooks. And he jams it home with authority.
And you see the unselfishness from Morant wanting to share that ball with any open teammate.
The free throw dropped for Brooks. The three from Russell. Oh, and the release was before the buzzer. But it's open. And a pretty tightly contested game here as we end the first half. It's the Grizzlies leading by 5. And we'll be back for the second half following the break. Keep it right. Second half of basketball is upon us, and we may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game we've seen so far. Oh, a fantastic game from Ja Morant in this one.
Through the first 2 quarters, he's been on fire. Explosive offensive performance.
If they don't change their approach in the second half, let's just say his success will continue.
We've got Jalen Noel. Kyle Anderson is out there with Naz Reid. Then there's Taurean Prince. And it's McLaughlin in at the point guard position. And that's the group for Chris Finch as we begin the second half. Oh, the bucket's good, and he'll have a chance at one more. It goes on Tyus Jones.
You know, that was an excellent play right there. Using his strength to power through contact.
Memphis has gotten 3 of their 7 threes to find the net in this matchup. Outside Jones. Down low. And Williams punches it home.
Get him the ball anywhere close to the hoop, that thing is over.
The Timberwolves trail. Pass to Noel. And about a minute of action so far in the third quarter. Here's Reid. Back to Noel. Just 5 on the clock. The Timberwolves need to get off a shot here. It's rebounded by Memphis. Now Jones. Boy, he's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard.
Hard to turn down a look that good. Still, long twos are losing favor, and misses like that are the reason why.
Back to Anderson. Pass to Noel. Here's Prince. Here's McLaughlin, defended by Jackson. Left side Anderson. 4-3. Conchar pulls it in.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
Something Kyle Anderson does well is put pressure on the ball. Not what you expect from bigger guys, but he's got good instincts and fine steals.
And Kyle Anderson is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
And we're just about 2 minutes into the second half now. Jones up top. Just 5 to shoot. Pass to Williams. Shoots from the line. The ball's knocked loose. His ability to snatch the ball has even helped him secure a record, Richard.
Yeah, back in 2021, Kyle set the single-game playoff record for the Grizzlies with 6 steals. It was an impressive defensive effort for him, and trust me, he knows how to use his size and length very well.
A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. The Timberwolves have gotten only 1 of 4 shots to fall in the second half. To the middle. And up the court come the Grizzlies on the break. And here they go. And Williams punches it home.
The team-first mindset of Jackson, willing to get the ball to his open guys.
Here's McLaughlin, defended by Jones. To the left wing. Anderson for 3. And the three-pointer goes. Anderson's got his first 3 points of the game.
He can really stroke it from deep. You have to keep better tabs on him.
Jones, the pass to Williams. With a 3-ball. That shot off.
Yeah, that's a shame, because I'm not sure the defense would let him get a shot that good again very soon.
Inside. Here's Anderson. Here's McLaughlin. Ooh, can't tie it up as that one's no good. For Memphis, they've gotten only 2 of 7 shots to go in the third quarter. Oh, Clark with the slam.
And the lead increases on a crazy offensive sequence.
Man, the dunk alone would have been incredible, let alone the fact that it came off a pinpoint pass. Pass to Noel. Here's McLaughlin, 4 on the clock. Back to Noel. Out of bounds, it'll be Grizzlies ball. Adams checked in for Memphis. 43 seconds left in the third quarter. Jones with the ball. Well, he hasn't put up any points yet in this one. Kicks it out to Clark. Back to Jones. Launches the 3. Doesn't go that time. And Minnesota the other way with it now. To the inside. Back to Noel. Here's Brent. Williams defending. Inside. A slam dunk by Reed.
And although he's undersized at his position, his vertical, yeah, that'll clean up a few mistakes.
Jones from outside. And no good. Trying to get that one to fall. It's still anybody's game as we reach the end of 3. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
This is the definition of team chemistry. I love to see this kind of communication and connection between teammates leading to the perfect pass.
Serving it up in the pattern, that is a beautiful dish. And 2 teammates on the same page.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. On the court for Memphis to start the fourth. Inside, it's the pair of Jackson Jr. and Adams. Moran and Payne in the backcourt together. And it's Brooks in at the small forward.
And this is where you get Gobert the ball. With his size and length, he's so tough to stop from there.
Outside Payne. Back to Moran. Lets it go from deep. Rudy Gobert with a rebound. Gobert's got 5 rebounds tonight. Pass to Edwards. It in.
Making sure of it with the 2-hand slam, B.A.
Yeah, I don't blame him with the score this tight. You cannot take a chance here. Moran against Russell. Brooks, the pass to Payne. There's the drive. Brooks outside. Off target with the 3. Minnesota in the lead. Towns for 3. Drains the triple.
The versatility of Towns. Unleashing his outside game and presenting all sorts of problems for the defense.
Russell against Morant. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Anthony Edwards. That's his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
Moving along. 2 minutes gone in the fourth. Russell against Morant. Clock at 6. Oh, and again, unable to change momentum here. Wow, holding offense. It's been fun to watch.
Just aggressive and effective, taking it right to the defense.
Russell against Morant. Outside Russell. The kick out to Edwards. There's the three. Offensive rebound. Pass to Towns. Now McDaniels. Outside Russell. Now here's Towns. That falls. Nice assist by Russell. Now it's a 6-point Timberwolves lead.
Just pure shooting ability from Towns. Exceptional. A big guy who can do it all on the offensive end.
Here's Morant. Takes it inside. Counted good.
And this is where Morant really shines. The bigger the moment, the more he wants to capitalize.
And the Grizzlies making a change here. Williams is checked in.
In a tight game, he is exactly who you wanted at the line.
Now here's Russell.
2 minutes.
Pass to Edwards. From downtown. Drills it from deep.
The strategy has been pretty simple here in the second half. Attack from three-point range.
And you see this so much more nowadays in the NBA. Teams putting a larger emphasis on jacking up threes.
Morant, pass to Bain. Towns against Jackson. Outside for Morant. Unloads. Ooh, the Grizzlies with another miss. And the Timberwolves with possession. They're on a 12-3 run. McDaniels passes to Russell. Pass to Edwards. Fires the three. It's McDaniels on the wing. Let's go with a three. Adams grabs the miss. The Grizzlies have gotten only 1 of 5 to fall here in the fourth. Here's Morant. Money.
Massive points for Morant, the leader of this team, willing to take the big shot.
And here's Edwards. To the left side wing. Russell from outside. Sinks the tray.
And they just continue to attack, even late in the game, while they're up big.
If you want to be great, you have to have that killer instinct.
Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. The three from Bain. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Here's Towns. Pass to Russell. Back to Towns. Outside Russell. Off target. So we see the Timberwolves get the win here.
and getting mentally prepared to compete. You see the focus. You feel the energy. These guys are ready to go. And it's going to be the Grizzlies off the tip. Now look at Memphis' starting group. Adams is the pivot for him with Jackson Jr. at the 4. Bain and Williams are your wingmen. And it's Morant in at the point. Now here's Williams. Shot clock at 5. Here he goes. And the slam by Williams.
And textbook. I mean, that move to the lane, you got to tip your hat on that one.
Well said, Greg. And Clark with some major elevation on the slam. Bain against George. Here's Leonard. It's hauled in by Adams.
Yeah, I have no idea why he went with the fadeaway there. The defense was nowhere near him, and he should have just kept it simple.
Bain, no good.
And that was a little bit of a range check for him.
Well, I thought they played smart, and then all of a sudden it was maybe a little too flashy there, and That's unfortunate. I don't think the defense does enough out there to bother him. I think that one's all on him. Just a flat-out miss.
Well, Greg, with this Memphis Grizzlies team, you like how young and how hungry they are. It's very appealing.
And these players have bought into the system. This is a selfless group that knows each other's strengths, and it's why they've seen so much success here of late.
Well, the motor right now for Steven Adams is humming on the glass, getting after it.
Ball against Morant. And Wall kicks to George. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. That's on Jaren Jackson.
Yeah, the defender all over.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
And when you shoot 86 from the line like he did last season, you usually cash in on those opportunities.
He's off on the second.
You look at the massive hauls that have been received in the trades with Paul George. That should tell you how valuable PG is.
And it's the Clippers' ball. It's a 3-point game. Zubac finds Morris. Here's George. Not going to go that time. Gray D that time from Bain. Morant outside. Passes it to Williams. Back to Morant. Pass to Adams. Outside Jackson. Some nice passing there by Memphis. Offensive rebound. It's stolen by Morris. And here comes Leonard leading the pass break. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Grizzlies will take it from Memphis. And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, I was able to talk with Tyronn Lue for just a minute. He was worried about their interior defense. He doesn't want them getting gutted in the paint. He told his players, look, they're going to score, but we've got to make it difficult on them to give ourselves a chance to win. Guys, let's see if they can follow that advice.
Thank you, David. Here's George. Gray D that time from Bain. Memphis leading by 6. Morant scanning the floor. Stolen by Zubac. And pushing it out. Here's Los Angeles. Morris with the ball. Here's George. And the rebound by Jaren Jackson. Memphis has gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Morant, that's for 2. And he overshot that one, missing.
And that's just enough defensive pressure on him to throw off that shot. I bet he gets a good look at it next time and hits it.
Zubac finds Wall. And Leonard has it in the corner. Clock at 6. The kick out to Wall. The Clippers need to get off a shot. Los Angeles with another miss.
Well, that's a shot they want just about on every possession if they can get it. He doesn't make them all, but it's still very much a high percentage look.
How about the handles from the young fellow? Give Morant credit for taking the initiative and capitalizing.
And it's George finishing it off. He just powered that one of the game's top dunkers. On the wing, Bain. Outside Williams, and it's Morant at the elbow. Adams down low. Zubac defending. Payne for 3. It's hauled in by Zubac. Clippers trail by 6. Here's Leonard. The 7-footer falls.
That's tenacious play in the paint from Kawhi. Just insisting on getting to that shot.
And Morant's got the ball here for the Memphis Grizzlies. Outside, Payne. Down low. And Adams with the slam.
And you have to prevent him from getting to the paint, unless you want to see a highlight.
Wall looking it over. And so it's the Memphis Grizzlies with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. Their defense. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter of action so far. What stands out to you from the Grizzlies in this one?
I mean, the rebounding was the difference in that first period. You've got to block these guys out.
Yeah, rebounding can also be just about will, and they showed some of that in going in there and collecting some boards.
The wing pairing, George and Leonard. Post tandem for him, Morris and Zubac. And it's Wall in at the point. They're the group out there for the Clippers starting the second quarter. Here's Bain. Can't connect from short range. Clippers trail by 4. Ball's knocked loose. On the wing, Morris. Takes it out to Leonard. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies. Here's the lob to Adams. And Bray, you were a pretty versatile player. Which of your skills was the most difficult to master?
Well, I think going inside and finishing, going in over big physical guys could either block your shot or, send you to the deck pretty quick. So going in and having confidence to finish around the basket is certainly a skill.
Good on that shot, and with that, the Memphis lead is cut down now to just 4 in the basket from Kawhi Leonard. Morant outside. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him.
And the rugged toughness of Morant. Excellent at fighting through there and capitalizing in style.
For Los Angeles, they've gone 2 of 3 from the field here to open the second quarter. Bain against George. Morris kicks to George. 6 to shoot. Here's Leonard. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
First personal foul.
With those long arms and with the high release point, Leonard is practically daring you to foul him.
And he ends up missing both free throws.
And really, as solid as he's been at the line, I had already chalked those points up. Goes to show you, though, don't take anything for granted.
George with the ball. Guarded now by Jackson. Morris with the bucket.
Oh, nice work finding the open man by George. Plays like this prove he's a team player.
Outside, Bain. Back to Morant. Morant with the screen on Leonard. Williams passes to Morant. That's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over. And here in the second quarter of action with a hair under 2.5 minutes played so far. All with it. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Morris, no good.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Outside, Bain. Morant sets a screen for Bain. The shot comes out. Wall with some nice defense. It's stolen by Adams.
2 minutes remaining in the first half.
Morant outside. Jackson in the corner. Williams with the ball. Guarded now by Morris. Wall with a block.
Stellar all-around defender. Wall enjoys rising up and denying shooting.
And this is his second trip to the line tonight. Clippers trail by 3.
And after not playing for a season, John Wall back in action. Bought out by the Rockets, and he signs with the Clippers. If he can get back to where he was, that's a huge win for the Clippers. Could serve as a deadly third option for LA.
Clock at 4. Morris outside. Shoots the 3, and they force the shot clock violation. Great D. And just over 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Right side, Bain. Jackson from long range. That shot off, and the Clippers will go the other way with it. And Wall kicks to Leonard. Williams with the defensive effort.
Defense as tough as it comes right there. He's a hard man to deny when he gets the ball to the rim.
Bain passes to Jackson. Morant against George. Shot clock at 6. To the middle. Stolen by George. And here we go with Morris. Running it up the court. Here's Leonard. And foul on the shot. So he'll get a chance at the line. That's on Jaren Jackson.
And Kawhi Leonard is just phenomenal at the line. Another part of his game that's improved.
Tyus Jones, he's checked in for Memphis. And he can't hit the second. A chance at a 2-for-1 if they want it.
If I'm them, I try it.
And the foul called on Kawhi Leonard. That is his first foul of the game. Jones looking for an opening to end the drought. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. That one on George.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
The Grizzlies have made their only other free throw attempt today in an earlier trip to the line.
Probably as close to a sure thing as you can have at the free throw line.
And here's George for 3. Stolen by Jackson. There's the lob to Jackson. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. Leonard, the pass to Zubac. Over Jackson. Bank shot. No good. So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly thanks for the great interview, David.
The Grizzlies, 18.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. Kicking off the second half, here's Taylor Jenkins' 5. Brooks is out there with Brandon Clark. Then it's Tyus Jones. Then there's Jackson. And it's Conchar in at the 2-guard spot. Batum passes to Covington.
And Robert Covington, a guy who's out there to do it all for his team on both ends of the floor. He's going to make plays that impact winning.
This is his first free throw of the game.
A year ago, he had an 84% success rate on his foul shots. So he was a guy they were always happy to see at the line.
And the Grizzlies leading by 3. Here's Jones. For the 3. And with the rebound. And Los Angeles guys shooting 33% for the night. That's a big thorn in their side right now. Covington passes to Batum. Banked in off the glass. Batum's got his first points in this one.
Batum's 6'8", but really sneaky with those long arms. Can go inside and score.
Here's Jones. He dishes it to Jackson. And out of bounds as the Clippers gain possession. Little over a minute gone here in the second half. Outside Covington. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead there. And so Brooks will bring it up for the Memphis Grizzlies. They lead by 1. Conchar, the pass to Brooks. No good from outside. The basket would put them in front for the first time today.
And you can tell they know what this possession means.
Batum dishes to Covington. The Grizzlies pull it in. Jackson's got his 6th rebound on the night. Here's Brooks. Takes it off the glass. And the Grizzlies lead by 3.
Oh, nice play from Brooks down in the paint. Not afraid to get physical on the inside.
And we're just about 2 minutes into the second half now. Now here's Powell. Not a lot of room. Covington. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Covington doesn't have to have the ball to help you, but you do want him occasionally to get touches and keep him engaged.
Taking 2 shots.
That misses, so he splits the free throws. The Grizzlies have gone 1 of 3 since starting the second half. Conchar, the pass to Jackson. Off target from outside. And so here are the Clippers. They've only allowed 2 points so far here in the second half, but 2 good.
So impressive. The fortitude, the will to battle back, but it did take a lot of energy to get here.
Well, they didn't really have a choice at the position that they were. They had to fight hard. They've gotten that. They've outworked the other team, just fighting to that.
Outside for Jackson, just 5 on the clock. Jones for 3. Some solid defense there from Jackson. The Clippers have gone 2 of 4 here to start the second half. It's Covington on the wing. Now the pass to Batum. Pass to Jackson. Back to Batum. And it's on a bounce to the Clippers as the Clippers retain possession.
You love the pressure he's putting on them. Almost had that steal.
Yeah, pestering right now, and that's going to pay some dividends. At some point, there's going to be a turnover.
1:53 left in the third quarter. 4 on the clock. Powell kicks to Jackson. A miss that time would have put him up. Memphis has gotten off to a very slow start from three-point range in the second half. They're 0 for 4. On the basket by Jones.
A solid distributor. I think Jackson is gifted at reading defenses and then being able to spot the open teammate.
Here's Powell. And he banks in the layup. Powell's got it all tied up now for Los Angeles.
And guys, the D has to show a little more fight on the interior than they did on that trip.
Here's Jones. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Jones.
That's tough because that one's preventable. The defense has nothing to do at all with that turnover.
Jones against Jackson. It's Covington on the wing. Trying to find Batum. He's got it now. It's a nice passing here by Los Angeles. Here's Powell. Pass to man for the lead. The shot missing. Now the Grizzlies take it the other way. Lobbed up there for Clark. Very pretty alley layup.
My goodness. Save that one. I want to see that again.
Me too. Just absolutely beautiful. Powell dishes to Covington. Jackson against Jones. And the foul called on Brandon Clark. That's foul number 2 for him. And the Grizzlies making a change here. Adams checked in. We've got 28 seconds left in the third quarter. Powell, the pass to Batum. It's stolen by Adams. Pass to Conchar. Double clutches. And the rejection by Jackson. Batum for 3. The Grizzlies pull it in. Here's Conchar. Lobbed up there for Clark. Covington with the steal. And we just finished the third quarter, and we've got a 2-ball game here. Grizzlies. And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. The guard and off guard filled by Jackson and Powell. Batum is out there with Robert Covington, and it's man in at the 3 slot. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers. Now, here's Bain. Lets the 3 fly. Out to Morant. And that'll be Memphis as it goes out of bounds. Grizzlies retain possession. And the Grizzlies with possession here. A 2-point game. 5 on the clock. Fires from deep. It's hauled in by George. George has got 4 rebounds in this game. Ball passes to Morris, and Morris throws it down.
And it's official. They have come all the way back. At one point, this thing seemed to be out of reach.
This is a testament to this team's fortitude, never giving up. Folks, we've got a new ball game.
And Morant throws it down.
How about the authority from Moran? The way he was running, you knew he was aiming to shatter the rim.
On the wing, Morris. Outside, Wall. And Adams sends it back. The pass to Morant. With the drive, and finished off by Morant.
And you're just asking to get burned when you give Morant a lane, using that speed to his advantage.
Outside, Wall. Outside, George. They get it back. Zubac, shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. And so he's picked up his final foul. And he will sit for the rest of this game.
Yeah, and luckily they've got terrific depth at that position. If there's one spot on the floor where they can afford to lose somebody, that would probably be it.
Clark, he's checked in for the Grizzlies. Floats it up for Williams. Clark finds Morant. Adams, right side. And here is Williams, defended by George. Knocked loose.
How about the determination? Now that's what we call competing for a rebound.
And the Clippers miss again.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for Memphis.
They bullied the defense here in the paint. Look at all of those buckets inside. Just hard to defend in the paint.
But they've also put an emphasis on driving inside in this game. The defense hasn't been able to stop them from finding those gaps.
Leonard with the ball. Now defended by Adams. Back to Leonard. On the wing, Morris. To Leonard. The offensive rebound. The kick out to Wall. Leonard inside. Adams on him. Count that one.
And that was the right call. When you need a basket, go to the guys you trust the most.
Yeah, whether it's teammates or the coaching staff, hopefully a combination of both, but gets close, he's getting the ball.
Morant passes to Bain. Back to Morant. George against Bain. And George kicks to Zubac. Outside Leonard. On the wing, George. Back to Leonard. Outside for George. Leonard trying to break free. And they get it back. And it's George missing.
It's another just bad decision on a night full of those. The shot selection tonight has been questionable at best.
Back to Morant. Over the wall. Morant finds Williams. On the line. Ball gets a hand on.
That one stings there. Hurts so much more to turn the ball over, especially with how tight the game is.
Clippers trail by 3. Outside, George. 1:19 left to play in the final quarter. In the corner, it's Morris. George against Bain. Now, here is George. He's guarding closer, and he uses the glass on the lane. Now just a 1-point Grizzly lead. 58 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Morant kicks to Clark. Floats it up there for Morant. Morris with the ball. Now defended by Bain.
Such a versatile offensive threat. Morris draws his fair share of fouls.
He knocks down the clutch free throw. And so making both free throws. That'll give them the lead here.
And you just have to understand that hours and hours of practice mean that clutch free throws become easy.
Here's Morant. Yes!
That is world class.
Love seeing that there. A huge possession, and he nets it.
8-second difference between the shot clock and the game. In the corner, it's Morris. Passing for Zubac. Back to Morris. Outside, Wall. George finds Zubac. Back to George. Fires the three. Misses the tray. Now Morant. From deep three-point range, no good. So a close game sees Memphis.
NBA basketball on Soup, and as is the case most nights, we've got a lot of talent in the backcourt for both of these squads, Clark.
Yeah, there's so many outstanding shot makers and playmakers in the backcourts across the league. I do believe it is clearly a guards league these days. All of these guys can light it up and will light you up. So clearly a shooters league is what you see most of now.
Looking at the starting five for the Minnesota Timberwolves. Towns plays the 4 with Gobert in the middle. Filling in the wings, Edwards and McDaniels. And it's Russell in at point guard. Now here's McDaniels. Pass to Gobert. The kick out to Edwards. From the arc. Rebound by the Clippers. Leonard with the ball. George outside. Morris against Towns. The kick out to Wall. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Oh, it's stolen by Towns. Now here's Edwards. Leonard defending. Edwards can't hit.
Everything right except the finish. Have to keep focused all the way through the play.
George, no good.
Yeah, back in the day when I was playing, the Clippers were always an easy win. Now, LA is consistently a playoff team. Boy, oh boy, how times have changed.
Leonard with the ball. Now guarded by McDaniels. George for 3. It's good. And the assist that time from Leonard.
And it's really obvious that George has put a ton of time into improving his handle. I mean, you never know what he's going to do with the ball in his hands. And most times, it's pretty good.
Now here's Towns. Pass to Gobert. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. George George's shot is off. And your last year in the league, the 12-13 season, you played for the Clippers.
Yes, I did, and a great team at that. Blake Griffin, CP3, all in their primes. We won the division for the first time in Clippers history. Team record 56 wins. That year was big in the turnaround for LA.
Stolen by Russell. It's 2-on-1. Three-pointer. It's rebounded by Zubats. The Clippers have gone 1 of 4 to begin this one. Down low. Here's Morris. Oh, and a slam dunk by Morris.
Just good awareness from Leonard there. Feeding a wide open guy instead of forcing his own shot.
Russell up top. Up top, Edwards. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. That'll belong to John Wall.
It was a strong move. The shot's just a little off.
Boy, with all the contact he drew there, that would have been a heck of a bucket. He nearly got it to go.
And the second free throw is good. Well, the Timberwolves struck gold by getting the #1 pick in the 2015 and 2020 NBA drafts.
You are so right, B.A. Selecting Karl Anthony Towns and Anthony Edwards, respectively. 2 important players that have already had a tremendous impact on this team.
Outside McDaniels. Pass to Gobert. And Gobert with the stuff.
With incredible agility and reflexes, Gobert excels above the rim.
Edwards against George. For 3. No luck on that one. Now Minnesota takes it the other way. Gobert with it. He's picked up by Zubats. Out to the right wing. Pass to Edwards. And Edwards slams it in.
Yeah, you look at Russell, and one of the things I like most about his game is this guy has great vision and passing ability.
George against Edwards. Leonard outside. McDaniels with the rebound. Minnesota has gone 0 for 2 from outside. Here's Gobert. Pass to Towns. Shot left block. And here's Edwards outside. They grab their own miss. Gobert. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
A defensive stalwart. Gobert knows this team expects him to be their anchor as well as rebound the rock. Well, a big trade over the summer, bringing Rudy Gobert to the Wolves. And it's a bit of a fresh start for Gobert, a main star of this team that is loaded with talent, but needed that defensive angle.
The kick out to Morris. And again, no good by the Clippers. The Timberwolves have gone 3 of 8 so far. McDaniels passes to Gobert. Up top, Edwards. That shot's good. Russell making the play. Edwards got 5 now.
Defense gets burned by Edwards' ball handling ability. I mean, this guy's athletic and can really move.
And so it's Minnesota with a 6-point lead at the close of the quarter. A tremendous defensive effort against John Wall. Frustrating. If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter in this one. All right, guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Timberwolves?
They've done a great job facilitating shooters. Their early game has seen a lot of hot passes and has kept the defense guessing as well.
And, you know, in no time at all, they've also started finding points inside, already taking apart that interior defense.
So for Minnesota right now, Towns and Gobert, the towering big men at the 4 and the 5. The backcourt, it's Russell and Edwards, and it's McDaniels in at the 3. Wall with it. He's picked up by Edwards. The 3, George. He drops it from range. He's got 6.
Able to stretch the floor with his shooting. Paul George takes great pride in knocking down those triples.
Russell, the pass to Gobert. Gobert is doubled. The 3 from Russell. Connects from downtown. Russell's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
Man, this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets three, you fire three of your own. Boom.
First two.
And about a minute gone in the second quarter. And Kawhi Leonard gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul.
And just a great job of getting there first and absorbing the contact.
No question about it. No flop there. That was a direct shot to the chest.
Russell against Wall. The kick out to Edwards. Pass to McDaniels. Back to Edwards. 6 to shoot. Outside McDaniels. There's the three. The Clippers grab the miss. Zubac has got his 4th rebound in this one. George passes to Leonard. Here's Zubac. It's good. And the assist that time from Leonard. Leonard's got 3 assists in the game. And pick and rolls never more prevalent in the league than they are right now. And there's always someone the defense has to leave open in those scenarios, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., you know, it's amazing. It's such a simple play, but it's so difficult to defend, especially with the shooting that we now see in the NBA and the great spacing on the floor. It's a play, as you said, every team uses and executes well in their offensive attack.
George passes to Zubac. And it's slammed in by Zubac.
And once he gets to the rim, it's fairly automatic.
Nothing fancy right there. Just takes his 2 points, moves on.
Hey, guys, I know I'm stating the obvious here, but those could be an important 2 points considering how close this game is.
Russell, the pass to Gobert. And Gobert with the stuff.
Orchestrating the offense like a vet. D'Angelo getting everybody involved.
You know, last year was all about forward progress for the Timberwolves, recording their 2nd winning season since 2005, getting on track for future success.
Minnesota in the lead. Pass to Edwards.
2 minutes remain in the first half.
From downtown. That one doesn't drop. So the Clippers will take it the other way. So what do you think the keys are that could help Minnesota continue to grow over last year?
Well, you know, there's always room for guys to improve their game. But I think it's really the intangibles, building trust amongst players and becoming a more mature team.
It's George on the wing, covered by Towns. Out to Leonard. Tries again. Buries the jump shot.
One of the things you've got to admire and respect about him is his aggressiveness at the offensive end, always in attack mode.
Outside Russell. Pass to McDaniels. Fires the 3. It's rebounded by Zubac. Zubac has got 6 rebounds here tonight. Morris passes to Leonard. McDaniels with it. And it's Leonard picking him up. Here's Gobert. That falls. Nice assist by Russell. Russell's got assist number 5 here tonight.
And for Gobert, his offense continues to catch up with the elite defense. He's becoming a legitimate two-way threat.
It's rebounded by Rudy Gobert. Gobert's got his 5th rebound in this one. Russell against George. Pass to Towns. It's rebounded by George. Los Angeles has gone 1 of 2 from deep in the second quarter. Right side wall. George outside. And George with the jam.
PG-13 emphatically throwing that one down. They're not stopping them on that dunk.
And the first half comes to an end. We've got a close game going here. Timberwolves ahead. we've got second half action for you. And if the next couple of quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. You look at Rudy Gobert in this game, he's been everywhere.
And in the first half, he dominated in the post. He got the looks he wanted and was able to execute.
You know what? I think he's doing exactly what he has to do. Using his body, shaking off contact, and then finishing at the rim.
Jackson and Powell make up the backcourt. Nicholas Batum out there with Robert Covington. And it's man in at small forward. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers. On the wing man.
Foul to the Timberwolves.
And the Timberwolves going with a whole new group out there.
First team. Substitution on the court.
Up top, Powell. Pass to man. 5 to shoot. Back to Powell. Kicks it out to Jackson. Jacks up a 3. The shot no good.
Defensively, pick your poison. That time, they gambled off the right guy.
Here's McLaughlin. And here's Reed. And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way. It goes on Nick Batum.
First team. At the line for the Timberwolves, Jordan McLaughlin.
And the first one at the line is good. So hits one and misses one at the line. The Clippers trail. Here's Powell. Yes, and a nice assist from Jackson.
And he wastes no time coming out of the break.
That's exactly what they want. Get him into the offensive flow right away and then keep it going.
And grant a career resurgence for Reggie Jackson.
Yeah, B.A. After dealing with injuries, even at one point considering walking away from the game, he's found renewed success, and he's shown he's got plenty left in the tank.
Pass to Jackson. Stolen. Reed with it. Jackson in his pocket. Here's McLaughlin. Back to Reed. Goes to the reverse layup and drops it in. And it's a 7-point Timberwolves lead.
Oh, just an easy reverse for him. He has nice feel and touch around the bucket.
Powell outside. Driving in. Pass to Covington. Just 5 on the clock. Now Jackson. And Jackson gets double teamed. No good from the wing.
You know, you'd like to see a little more effort there defensively, but maybe they wanted him to take that shot, baited him into it.
Here's Prince. 3-pointer. Out to the right wing. Parked it down low that time. Got hit with the 3-second call. For Los Angeles, they've gone just 1 of 3 in the second half. And here's Jackson. Now quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. Powell passes to Jackson, and there's the 3-second violation. The Timberwolves have gotten 2 of 4 shots to go since the break. Here's McLaughlin, defended by Jackson. Out to the wing. Anderson with a screen on Jackson. Back to Anderson, and stolen by Covington. Pass to man, stolen by Anderson. Here's McLaughlin, defended by Jackson. And there's 1:38 left in the third quarter here. Well, Los Angeles shooting 40% from the field in this one. Covington passes to Batum. Back to Covington. Powell outside. Kicks it out to Jackson. 5 on the clock. Pass to Batum. Oh, they need this. No good on the shot. Nice D from Reed. Minnesota in the lead.
I love great defense. Just quick to establish his feet, and he takes the hit.
And not afraid to put his body on the line either. Took a shot for the team in that situation.
We've got 1:08 left in the third quarter of the game. Powell passes to Covington. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
First personal foul.
That one on Anderson.
Well, he's an outstanding defender and a very capable shooter. Covington is an extremely valuable role player.
That's also good. So he hits both free throws. Timberwolves shooting the ball at around 42% for the game. Pass to Noel. Here's Prince. And a nice finish on the layup. Prince has got his first points of the game.
Well, good job that time by Prince putting his muscle on display. Excellent work fending off the contact and capitalizing.
Out to Powell. Batum sets a screen. Powell passes to Batum. Can't hit the turnaround jumper.
Well, that's a good player missing from point-blank range. That's one you got to convert.
Pass to Prince. Powell brings a double. Now here's Reed. To the paint. Here's Prince. Good D by Covington. Here's Batum. And the Clippers miss again. And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves closing out this quarter with a 7-point lead. Their defensive efforts have paid. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
And he definitely deserves the award. Reading the defense like a point guard.
Terrific versatility coming from a big man. Not something that the majority of big guys possess.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. And a look now at the 5 for the Timberwolves to start the fourth quarter. They've got Kyle Anderson, Jalen Noel out there with Jordan McLaughlin. Then there's Naz Reid, and it's Prince in at the 3. Pass to Man. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And it's going to be a 24-second violation. They turn it over. And the Clippers going with a whole new group out there.
Substitution on the floor.
Russell. Gobert with it. Outside for Russell. Pass to McDaniels. And out of bounds. The Clippers will take it. You look at all the turnovers. Boy, what a way to drive your coach crazy.
Yeah, your game plan means nothing if your players can't execute.
And stolen by Gobert. McDaniels with it, and it's Leonard picking him up. Edwards, the pass to Towns. McDaniels against Leonard. Left side, Russell. Over to the wing. Towns for 3. Knocks down the triple. Towns has gotten himself on the board with a 3 there. And a moment here to take a look at some hustle stats for Minnesota.
I like the fact that they've been very aggressive at the defensive end. Tenacious. They're jumping passing lanes and coming away with a lot of steals.
Another big factor for them has been their ability to get points off of turnovers. The easiest offense is created by good defense.
Russell, the pass to Edwards. Gobert up top. He's guarded by Zubac. McDaniels from long range. No good. And the Clippers will come the other way. Here's Leonard. And good. Coming on the assist by Wall.
Athletic play by Leonard in the paint. Not letting anything hold him back from his shot.
Outside Russell. Outside McDaniels. The kick out to Edwards. Wide open. And he drops that one in. And the Timberwolves lead by 10.
And, you know, succeeding in the catch-and-shoot game will really help Edwards set up his drives to the hoop. Yeah, you know, George really enjoys being in the air. I mean, this guy has great body control and bounce, and his slams at times can be absolutely absolutely sick.
Pass to Towns. Back to Russell. Pocket 4. Shot is good by Edwards.
And, you know, for Edwards, it's about hitting the three consistently. This will help take his game to the next level.
Third minute of action now gone here in the fourth. The kick out to Morris. The three is up. And it's Gobert with a rebound. Gobert's got 6 rebounds in the game. Edwards against Morris. Edwards, a pass to Russell. Back to Edwards. The three. And another three for Minnesota.
Boy, you love to see Edwards shine on offense like this. I know it's got to be making his coach happy, too.
Morris against Towns. The kick out to Wall. Stolen by Russell. Outside Edwards. Pass to Towns. Outside Edwards. Launches it. The shot, no good. So the Clippers will take it the other way.
A pretty comfortable win for them in this one. Great effort pays off for the Timberwolves.
And it seemed like steals ended up making the difference in this game.
No question. Their ability to force mistakes and turn them into points gave them an upper hand tonight.
And what a huge performance it was for Rudy Gobert.
I have to say, he was totally unleashed tonight. Flying up and down the court, helping out however he could. He made a big impact on both ends.
Now here's Russell. It's Edwards on the wing. Outside for Russell. Just 5 to shoot. Towns passes to Russell. The Timberwolves need to get off a shot here. Towns can't get it to go. When you're casual with the ball, it can come back to bite you.
Yeah, B.A. Playing loose can help you and hurt you. They really need to tighten it up.
Leonard passes to Morris. Oh, and a slam dunk by Morris.
Seems to have a knack for hitting guys in their spots. His vision excellent.
Just let the clock run out.
Hey, it's time to celebrate.
Pass to Towns. From deep three-point range. No good. And so it's Minnesota easily grabbing this one. It ends up being a fairly easy road.
First thing you think of with both these teams, Greg, their athleticism. Some high flyers on the court tonight.
And, Kev, it's not just about the aerial skills, though. There are some guys out there who can flat out wear you down with their ability to run the floor.
And checking out Minnesota's opening lineup. Two big men inside, Towns and Gobert. Backcourt guards are Russell and Edwards. And it's McDaniels at the three. Now here's Gobert. And a miss there on the triple.
He is too good a shooter, guys, to be left open like that. The defense just dodged a bullet there.
And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And you know, for proof of what Morant's done for the Memphis franchise, look at the offensive numbers. Grizzlies have made huge steps forward every year.
Greg, the improvement since Morant arrived has been very steady.
And the Grizzlies went from the 20th rated offense in his rookie season to number 16 in his second year, and then all the way up to number 5 last season. Ja has turned them into a powerhouse.
Russell passes to Edwards. This one for 3. The Timberwolves again can't hit. Bane looking around. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. Edwards with it. Now defended by Bane. Russell lays it up off the glass.
Well, Anthony Edwards plays with joy, and you love to see him get his teammates involved. Pretty pass.
Morant with it. Over Russell. And it's Morant missing.
Boy, a miss like that will drive any scorer crazy, especially with the defender giving a cushion.
Morant against Russell. There's the pass to Edwards. 6 to shoot. Pass to Gobert. Over Bane. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation. And here are the Grizzlies now. And here's Morant. Here in the first quarter with about 2 minutes gone by. Outside, Bane. Back to Morant. A three-pointer off the mark. Minnesota's gone 0-3 from three-point land. Nothing yet going outside. Edwards dishes to Gobert. Edwards against Bain, and stolen by Williams. One-on-one fast break. And the slam by Williams.
And boy, he gets a great jump on the rest of the field there and just leaves them behind.
Well, you love the awareness, the decisiveness. Great job there.
Pass to Towns. Out to Edwards. Into the lane. Right side Russell. Clock at 6. Edwards passes to Russell, and stolen by Russell. Here's Gobert, and Adams sends it back.
Well, so good at anticipating what shots are going to go up. Steven Adams, terrific protecting the basket.
And in this first quarter, about 3 minutes played. Russell dishes to Gobert, and the call on the shot sends him to the line. Of course, one thing that stood out about the Timberwolves last season was their fast-paced play.
No doubt, Kevin, and you can trace that directly to the head coaching position in Chris Finch. This is a group that loved to push the basketball up the floor, wanted to catch defenses before they had a chance to dig in the half court. And remember, that is the classic mark of a youthful team, particularly one with the athleticism that Anthony Edwards brings.
Williams for 3. A rebound by the Timberwolves. Now let's send it over to David Aldridge, who was able to talk with Taylor Jenkins.
Thanks, Kevin. Looking at these matchups, he thinks they can pound the ball inside with success. He wants them to get points in the paint early, force the defense to collapse, and then play inside out. We'll see if the opponent sticks to that game plan as well, guys.
Thanks so much, David. And so it's Towns with it. He brings it up for the Timberwolves. McDaniels passes to Gobert. The rebound by Steven Adams. Memphis trailing here. Here's Williams. It's rebounded by Towns.
Boy, 9 times out of 10, that's going in. I'm sure he surprised himself with the miss.
Russell dishes to Gobert. Good, and it's Russell picking up the assist.
When Russell gets his teammates involved, it makes this entire team better, and it'll make him more effective at the point position.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
This is it to Adams. To the inside, and it's out of bounds. Nice touch by Russell.
Yeah, gets a finger on it, but just can't quite come up with the steal.
But a really good read on his part, being disruptive at the defensive end right now.
Just 5 to shoot. Here's Morant, and Morant moves it down.
How about the handles from a young fellow? Give Morant credit for taking the initiative and capitalizing.
Outside Russell. Now here's McDaniels. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Got a piece of it. And here we go. Fast break, and Morant's got it. And there's the horn. You've seen some good defense on both sides, and the score is still close.
Please give a big round of applause for your Grizzlies defense.
And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And what do you guys think about Minnesota here in this one?
You got to credit their defense, communicating, rotating, making plays on the ball.
Yeah, I think they wanted to come out of the gate strong, and they have. They've taken the early lead here.
And so in the game for the Timberwolves, underneath in the post, Towns and Gobert. Heading in at the wing, it'll be Edwards and McDaniel. And it's Russell in at the point. Here's McDaniels. Oh, good with the triple. Here's Williams. Out to Morant. Outside Jackson. A 3 ball. Rebound Minnesota. Edwards looking it over. Outside Russell. Launches a 3. And the rebound by Jaren Jackson. It's been a little while since they've been in the lead.
And that's why this is such an important possession for them.
inside, and Adams with the slam.
Make no mistake, an intimidating 7-footer. Steven Adams gets the space he needs and finishes with ease.
We play just over a minute of basketball here in the second quarter. Russell kicks to Towns. The three. And once again off the mark by Minnesota. The Grizzlies have gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter. And Karl Anthony Towns said he believes that he is the greatest big man shooter of all time. What do you think?
Well, Kev, I think a guy by the name of Dirk Nowitzki might have a thing or two to say about it. But I love Karl Anthony Towns' attitude. You have got to believe in your skills if you're going to have the kind of success that Cat has had in this league. And we know he is lethal from deep.
McDaniels passes to Gobert. Out to Russell. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. And right now, let's watch that terrific swat.
And this is why coaches stress the importance of defense. Big block there in this close game.
Quarter number 2. We're about 2 minutes in. Outside, Bain. Back to Morant. And stolen by Russell. And here's Edwards from the arc. Drills the three-pointer. Edwards got his second bucket of the night. And a moment here to take a look at some of the hustle stats for the Timberwolves.
I mean, they've come out aggressive defensively, getting into them and coming up with some cookies along the way.
And the other thing that's working for them tonight, getting out into the open floor. A lot of the damage coming in transition.
Back to Morant. Just 4 to shoot. And then Morant traps it in.
And that's impressive. Morant's ball control and his take charge attitude is what makes him so special.
Russell kicks to McDaniels. He feeds it to Gobert. Edwards inside. Guarded by Bain. The Timberwolves need to get a shot off here. Towns for 3. Good, and the assist goes to Russell. Towns has got the lead up to 3 now for the Timberwolves.
It's not just the three-point shooting. It's the range three-point shooting. Towns will fire from anywhere.
Outside, Bain. Here's Morant. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a three-point play. You know, Greg, we know to win at the highest level, you need your star players to show up in the big game. With that in mind, what's the key?
You know, it's their will and their ability to fight. If you look at the Grizzlies, even when things haven't gone their way, they continue to scratch and claw and do everything in their power to try and get the W.
Jones checked in for Memphis. Outside, Russell. Here's the 3. That one falls. His second basket of the game. He's now 2 for 3.
As important as spacing is in today's game, point guards must have the deep shot as part of their arsenal. D'Angelo Russell, nicely done.
Edwards against Bain. And with that shot, the Timberwolves lead is cut down now to just 2 points with that basket from Williams.
Boy, when he's this deep, it's going to be tough to stop him, especially with a smaller defender.
McDaniels finds Russell. Back to McDaniel. Towns for 3. Offensive rebound. Gobert. He makes that one drop. Only a second. 5 tries.
And this is what Rudy Gobert's job is. Be a force on the glass.
Now Jones. The pass to Bain. Jones sets the pick for Bain. Goes up high for the two-handed dunk.
Making the most of the screen. That's how it's done.
And it's in the perfect spot, Greg. Frees him up to get all the way to the bucket.
Where was the defense? No fighting through the pick. No rotation. My goodness.
The Timberwolves shooting their 4th and 5th attempts at the free throw line tonight.
And just to mention, a season ago, they were very comfortable at the line, hitting about 78% of their free throws.
Boy, young talents like like Anthony Edwards so exciting to watch. You know, you've got to adapt to the NBA and continue to grow and reach your potential. But there's this infectious joy and a great smile that he plays with.
Outside Williams. And a close game so far to the first two.
With the score, the Grizzlies 16, the Timberwolves 20.
And as we get to this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. Edwards with a strong contribution so far in this one.
And even with the defense shading towards him on every trip down, he still finds a way to come up big.
Well, he knows they're coming for him, but he's accustomed to that kind of attention, and he's quite comfortable dealing with it.
We've got Tyus Jones. Andy Clark is out there with Dylan Brooks. And there's Jackson, and it's Conchar in at the shooting guard. And that's the group for Taylor Jenkins as we begin the second half. Here's McLaughlin, defended by Jones. Prince against Brooks. Prince the pass to Reed. Here's Jackson. Spins. It's Jones on the wing. Feeds it to Clark with a tie. And then Clark slams it in.
Quick off the floor and powerful. Clark loves to attack that rim.
Guys, you have to remember when thinking and talking about the Minnesota Timberwolves, it's an organization that is still so young.
Anderson outside. And the rejection by Clark.
Well, this is where measurements don't tell the whole story. Clark is a tremendous shot blocker despite having an average wingspan.
You know, basketball historians will remember that the Minneapolis Lakers, Doris, won 5 titles before relocating to Los Angeles in 1960.
And I think the current crop of T-Wolves fans, Kevin, see this as a completely different franchise from that historic team. In their minds, they haven't won a championship yet, and that fact should really motivate this current roster to get one for this group.
Here's Conchar. Carries it from three-point range. Conchar's got his first 3 points of the game.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
You know, we see this all the time. You're basically, as a defender, hoping the man misses rather than putting in the work to get over screens.
Stolen by Jackson. And Brooks. Here we go. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
And the quickness of Brooks' drive can be overwhelming. Burst inside before the D can react.
Noel passes to Anderson. Here's McLaughlin. And too long on the shot.
Going for that shot in that situation is something that isn't going to help the offense.
And in a way, by taking that one, he's bailing out the defense. It's just too easy to stop.
Now here's Jones. D right on him. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Conchar. And again, it's the Grizzlies from deep.
And guys, we talk all the time about making the extra pass. Clark there proving how important that concept is.
To end the run. And it's off the back rim. No good. Memphis leading by 6. To the paint. Here's Brooks. It's rebounded by McLaughlin. Timberwolves have gotten just one of their first 4 shots to fall since coming out of the locker room to break. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Many teams can use a multi-position defender like Taurean Prince.
Well, defensively, you know that Taurean is going to play with great effort night after night. He does an incredible job contesting shots, fighting through screens, and offensively, obviously, his value comes as a spot-up shooter.
Steven Adams, he's checked in for Jackson. Jones kicks to Adams. Pass to Conchar. On deep. sinks it. What range from outside. Wow. Conchars got the lead up to 7 now for Memphis. Anderson passes to Reed. From deep three-point range. That one's not going to go. Now Memphis takes it the other way. And Jordan McLaughlin picks up the foul here. That is his first foul of the game.
Second team foul.
There's a minute left to play in the third. To the wing right side. Here's Conchar. And he can't extend the lead to double digits.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
Here's Noel. They get it back. Anderson kicks to Reed. Good on the three-point shot. Reed's got 5 points now this quarter.
Always a bonus when points come from unlikely sources. And you can see this guy's been working on that shot.
Jones with it. From deep. Out of bounds. Minnesota takes possession. A new lineup here for the Timberwolves.
Substitution on the court.
Here is Russell. 4-point game. Outside Edwards. And Edwards with the stop.
Goodness, Anthony Edwards. Always on the attack. This guy is just so dynamic.
From deep three-point range. 3 quarters of play in a close game here. Memphis out in front. They lead by 2. And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. Minnesota shooting for the game at 42%. On the court for Minnesota. Hiding in at the wing, it'll be Edwards and McDaniel. 2 big men inside, Towns and Gobert. And it's Russell in at the point guard position. And Adams has got the ball here for Memphis. A 2-point game. Gets the three-pointer to fall.
Yeah, Steven Adams' instinct is to pass it first. And what instincts he has. Wow, pretty play.
Towns dishes to Edwards. Good, and the assist goes to Towns.
And that was the right call. When you need a basket, go to the guys you trust the most.
Well, you've got to earn trust and equity by making shots. Nice delivery there.
Morant with it. He's picked up by Russell. Williams, that's a 2-pointer. Outside for Jackson. Jackson, a screen on Edwards. 6 on the shot clock. Outside Williams. Payne for 3. And McDaniels with the block.
Boy, not on the same page there. And in a possession ball game, that's a big mistake.
And Memphis making a change here. Green's checked in. Just over a minute played here in the fourth. Outside Edwards. He dishes it to Gobert. Shoots over Adams. And foul on the shot. So he'll get a chance at the line.
It used to be a smart play to foul Rudy Gobert because he struggled from the free throw line. This guy's so much better now.
He doesn't get the second one.
Yeah, being down 2 points instead of 1 thanks to the free throw miss makes getting a stop here absolutely critical.
Edwards against Payne. Pass to Morant. Takes a 3. Knocks down the 3 ball.
And no question, Morant has the range. Now he's working on the consistency of the shot. Looks good.
Quarter of play, about 2 minutes in now. Edwards kicks to Russell. Shot clock at 5. Fires for 3. Grizzlies with the rebound. It's Jackson with the drive. Loses his grip and clanks the alley-oop jam. All right, we'll take a look now at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for the Grizzlies.
I mean, they've been stepping it up in terms of their shooting from distance. And the confidence has been there all game long, leaving the defense to scramble.
The other thing that's been impressive is really just relentless driving the basketball. Doesn't matter if the defense is there, they are challenging them and getting it done.
Towns down low. Jackson on him. Comes up empty down low. And the Grizzlies leading by 4. The drop by Payne.
A solid distributor. I think Jackson is gifted at reading defenses and then being able to spot the open team.
And the foul called on Danny Green. That is his first foul of the game.
And now only one away from being in the penalty.
Payne against Edwards. No good on the triple.
You know, the ill-advised threes isn't how you want to close the gap. They've got to have better shot selection.
Payne kicks to Morant. There's the triple. And it's McDaniels with the rebound. Timberwolves trail by 6. Look at the clock. A little under 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth. Dishes it to Edwards. From outside the arc. Scored the bucket. He's made 5 so far. Shooting a very clean 5 of 7.
Oh, the young gun, Anthony Edwards, with the big-time delivery.
Outside, Payne. Adams trying to free himself up. Payne, no good. Minnesota's gotten just 1 of 4 3-pointers to go down for them here in the fourth. Towns in the corner. For 3, Edwards. They crack their own miss. There's McDaniels. Oh, wow, a huge basket to tie the game.
Boy, Rudy Gobert, usually the recipient of that kind of pass. That was nicely done, Rudy.
Morant against Russell. They kick it out to Green. From past the arc. Gobert pulls it in.
Oh, that was a great effort defensively. Get a hand up in the face of the shooter. It's so important.
There's McDaniels. Russell passes to Gobert. Back to Russell. Shot clock at 6. Here's Towns. There's the dish to Gobert. To the inside to take the lead. Shoots over Adams. Gobert can't hit. Russell against Morant. Got it!
A huge shot from Morant. Wow. You see why they put the ball in his hands in those situations.
Minnesota calls timeout. They're down by 2. Just 4 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. For 3, Edwards. So a close game sees Memphis take this one. All right, David, good job. Thanks so much. And that'll do it, folks.
Well, guys, the Grizzlies are in a lead.
No shortage of ambition, Allie. Thanks for that.
Here we go.
And it's going to be the Grizzlies off the tip. So the opening lineup here for the Clippers. The two-way threats of George and Leonard are the wing pair. Morris and Zubats play together in the front court. And it's Wall in at point guard. Now here's Williams. Pulls up on the wing. Morant, no good.
Clean look from mid-range. Coach will probably want to run that play again. Yeah, and we hear this a lot about the Grizzlies. But it...
Great vision on that pass. Kawhi moving it to the open teammate.
Now here's Morant. Takes a three. That one goes. Now he's 1 for 2.
I think consistency from three is in Morant's future. On that shot, he was well balanced and focused.
Pass to George from the arc. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
Morant with it. Guarded now by Morris. Morant, pass to Adams. Back to Morant. It's rebounded by Zubac. Morant's gone 1 for 3 on the night. The kick out to Morris. Leonard against Williams. And the basket by Leonard.
I love how Kawhi gets to his spots. He won't let the defense throw him off.
Jackson outside. And the foul called on John Wall. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
On defense, the Clippers. Here's Morant. And then Morant with the dunk.
Okay, check out the handles of John Morant. Wow, what a crafty player.
Outside Wall. It's George on the wing. Fires the three. And good. Coming on the assist by Wall.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
Outside, Williams. Pass to Adams. And here's Morant outside. And again, it's the Grizzlies from deep.
I love the competitive fire John Morant plays with, coming right back with his own three.
In 2013, Steven Adams was selected 12th overall by OKC, the first rounder born in New Zealand.
Yeah, B.A. Well, I mean, Adams is blazing a new trail. An example for kids in his home island of New Zealand. You, too, can become an NBA player.
The Grizzlies have gone 3 of 5 here in the opening quarter. Can't get the go-ahead bucket. Los Angeles has gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. Leonard for three. And he can't get that one. Now Memphis takes it the other way. Morant with it. He's picked up by Zubac. The shake. And then Morant with the dunk.
This guy is exciting to watch. Morant gets up and dunks it.
Pass to Wall. And there's 1:38 left in the opening quarter. Kicks it to George. Here's Leonard. And the dunk by Leonard.
Finishing that possession with an exclamation mark. Kawhi making his presence felt.
Outside Bain. Now Jackson. Elbow shot. And there's Bain. That one's good. The assist from Jackson.
I mean, what do you expect when you give him the clear look? That's just too easy.
And early on, if you're him, you just want to see the ball go through the net and get into some kind of rhythm.
He's as surprised as we are. Most nights, that bucket is automatic.
Here's Williams. No good there. Ooh, nice D from George. The Clippers have gone 4 of 8 and looking in control. Ooh, and Leonard throws it down.
He's just an aggressive finisher there inside.
Hey, when you got bounce like that, you feel like you can take on anybody. Now here's Jackson, looking for his first basket still in this one. Wall against Morant. Shot clock at 5. Here's Adams. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Big man plays by Steven Adams, using all of his height to dominate the offensive glass and end the play.
Wall with it. Pass to Leonard. Over Williams. He knocks it down, but wait a minute. The officials getting together here. They may want to review this one. And it looks like they are going to review the
previous play is under
the basket off in time or not.
And I couldn't tell exactly what happened. And apparently, I guess the refs didn't get a clear look at it either. They have to get it right because this is a big moment in the game.
The ruling on the floor is confirmed.
And the ruling is in. Call stands. No bucket. Ja Morant, he's feeling it tonight and has been the driving force for the Grizzlies. He put together 10 points in the quarter. We'll be right back after this word. Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after this first quarter of play. And looking at what we've seen from the Grizzlies, what do you think, guys?
Well, a big differentiator was their ability to generate offense by pounding the glass.
And you know this, most of the time, offensive rebounds generate high percentage looks.
So here are the 5 for the Clippers to start the second. The two-way threats of George and Leonard are the wing pair. Morris and Zubac play together in the front court, and it's Wall in at the point. Jackson against George. And out of bounds, the Clippers will take it. You know, for most players, being a starter has value. But Grant, some elite teams have been elevated by great players who have accepted a reserve role.
And it's really special, BA, when you have that. Players who are willing to sacrifice for the greater good of the team. Putting winning first at all costs. And you think about it, through the years, Manu Ginobili with the Spurs, Andre Iguodala in Golden State, it really can galvanize a team and lead to winning championships.
Here's Bane. And it's good. Off the back rim and in. Bane's got his second bucket on the night.
Beautiful mechanics from Desmond Bane. Doesn't need much time to get his shot off.
George passes to Morris. Bane against George. Right side Wall. 5 to shoot. Stolen by Bane. Oh, George with a steal. Outside Wall. To the middle. Stolen by Jackson. Oh, deflected. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Zubac.
Nice deflection there. Really trying to disrupt their offensive flow.
This is called an effort play. Terrific hustle at the defensive end.
Bane, the pass to Jones. Six on the shot clock. And he lobs it up to the rim. Oh, and Adams, strong finish.
He's a big target with long arms. You just throw it up there, and Steven Adams, he will go get it.
George passes to Leonard. Morris, a screen on Williams. Inside. Tipped away.
Almost a highlight reel play. Hey, you have to appreciate the effort there.
And some will remember that Desmond Bane was the last pick in the first round in the 2020 draft, which is something he has used as motivation over the years.
He's a go-to guy for them because he's that consistent. Time and time again, he delivers.
Jones, the pass to Bane. Back to Jones. Pass to Bane. Beyond the arc. Knocks down the long J. He's got 5 points now in the quarter. You know, it's clear now that teams are kicking themselves for not picking Bane earlier in the draft.
BA, the reason why he's proven that he can be a huge part of the rotation. A lights-out three-point shooter and rugged defender. A player any team would love to have.
Morant, he's checked in for Memphis. Zubac with a screen on Bane. Great D that time from Bane. Memphis has gone 3 of 4 from distance in this game. And a great assist by Morant as that one goes. Now it's a 7-point Memphis lead.
This is what I like about Ja Morant. He stays open to all options. Right there finds the open man.
Leonard passes to George. And he gets it to go. Now 2 of 6 in the game.
Getting enough shots in close to play inside out.
Here's Morant. 10 points for him. Leonard pulls down the board.
We all know he's a good shooter, but from that distance, I don't think so.
You know, we're seeing players move further and further back to create space, but that does make it a tougher shot.
Los Angeles has gone 1 of 2 from deep in the second quarter. Now Wall. Leonard outside. The 3-ball. The rebound by Jackson. The Grizzlies have gone a terrific 4 of 5 here in the second quarter. Here's Morant. Sinks that one. Now shooting 5 of 10 and looking sharp.
Look how Ja just glides through the contact. He's such a nimble player.
George passes to Morris. It's rebounded by Memphis. Adams has got his 5th rebound in this one. And he lobs it up. 3-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. The Clippers have gotten 5 of 8 attempts to drop since the second began. George passes to Morris. That shot off the mark. Ooh, excellent D there from Jackson. Moran against Morris. Right side, Williams. Jackson outside. And so it's Memphis closing out this quarter.
The Clippers, 19.
We've got third quarter basketball here. 2 quarters in the books. Boy, you got to like what Ja Morant has done in this game.
He's been excellent at cutting through the defense and giving them fits around the basket.
He's been very effective on the move, forcing the action, getting to his spots, and finishing plays.
John Conchar is out there with Ja Morant. Then it's Dylan Brooks. Then it's Jackson. And it's Clark in at the 4-man position. That's the lineup out there for the Grizzlies. Oh, it's blocked by Jackson.
Whether it's on the ball or off, Jaren Jackson has shown great awareness and timing as a shot blocker.
Ooh, just great work cashing in on the fast break.
Great job of reading the floor, got to the rim, and made a play.
And there's the call on Dylan Brooks. That's his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
Out of bounds, it'll be Memphis' ball.
Dylan Brooks has had one heck of a start to his career. He's a solid rotational player.
It's great to see a fantastic block on replay once again.
Yeah, good offense comes from great defense. This lead is only getting stronger with plays like that.
Here's Conchar. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. As for Dylan Brooks, he's the glue that holds these guys together, Smitty.
No doubt, B.A., he's their emotional leader on this team. He can take over games at times offensively. He is really the heartbeat of this club.
Covington passes to Powell. Grizzlies with the rebound. The drive by Moran. And the bucket counts. And he is on his way to the line. He'll try to make it a 3-point play. A unique talent. Ja Morant has taken the NBA by storm. Grant, does Ja remind you of anyone?
Well, many people, including Paul George, have compared Ja to a young D. Rose. Yet each explosive athlete's at the one position. Both Ja and Rose leading their teams at a young age as well.
And he was camped in the lane there. He gets a 3-second call. And the Grizzlies making a change here. Jones is checked in. From deep.
John Conchar, first personal foul, first team foul.
And we're just about a minute and a half into the third quarter of basketball. And here's Jackson, still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game from him. And they get it back. Pass to Powell. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Batum. Up and in on the layup.
Great floor awareness. Powell knows how to find his open teammates.
2 minutes into the second half of play now. Jones from outside. Ooh, the Grizzlies with another miss.
Defense dodged the bullet that time. Total breakdown.
Pass to Covington. Batum with it, and Clark picks him up defensively. Back to Covington. And he comes up with a bucket. Covington's gotten his first basket of the night.
Physical inside play from Covington, getting by the defender and sending it in.
Kicks it out to Clark. Back to Jones. 4-3. Offensive rebound.
Big time effort on the glass.
And when you have a touch that soft, those tip-ins are easier to make. Now here's Powell. The D's right on him. Jackson finds Covington. From outside, off the mark. Memphis has got nothing to fall from outside in this third quarter. You know, thinking about the Clippers' history, those Lob City days really stand out, Smitty.
Yes, BA, one of the most fun eras in recent NBA history. Blake and DeAndre throwing down alley-oops from CP3. That team had that style and attitude. I love watching that Lob City group play.
Picked by Covington. Powell passes to Covington. Back to Powell. And yep, it's good. Powell's got his first basket.
I love how Powell moves on the floor, glides off the pick to an open look at the basket.
Now here's Jones. Well, no scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Well, guys, with the yearly roster moves, it might be hard for the casual fan to keep track. But Commissioner Silver said it's a necessary side effect. He said, quote, "We tried to tie performance to pay in a closer way, and I think that's what you see with shorter contracts." Brian, more player movement has been the result.
Yeah, good point, Allie. Thanks. Adams checked in for Memphis. Adams grabs the miss. Adams has got 6 rebounds in the game. On the wing, Conchar, covered by Covington. There's 45 seconds left in the third. And the lob disrupted. Not to be. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup. Covington's got his second basket.
This is who you want leading that play. A sure passer with great awareness.
Jones with the ball. Ball stolen. In transition, here come the Clippers. Jones with the block. And they pick up 2. Memphis has gone 5 of 10 from beyond the three-point line in this game. Here's Jones. Here's Conchar. Knocks it down from distance. Conchar's got 6 in the quarter. Here's Mann. It could go. Oh, it would have counted had it fallen, but it is offline. All right, let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
And I'll tell you what, this was a no-brainer tonight. Take a look at the precision on this feed. Couldn't place it any better.
This is why you preach teamwork. Some of the most spectacular plays are the ones where guys are feeding off one another.
Fourth quarter action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. And on the floor for the Clippers here in the fourth. Jackson and Powell make up the backcourt. Terrence Mann is out there with Robert Covington. And it's Batum in at the 5 spot.
With the ability to beat his defender in a number of ways, Morant is truly a dynamic scorer.
Ball finds Leonard. George outside. And George with the jam.
What a silky move by Paul George. He really had the ball on a string.
Outside, Williams. To Morant. Shot clock at 6. Adams inside. He's guarded by Zubac. And he gets that one. And the Grizzlies lead by 12.
What I like about Adams, he just knows where to be. Nice play.
Now Wall. George outside. The three. And the basket's good with the assist from Wall. Wall's got his third assist of the night.
Defensive mix-up there. He's the last guy you want to leave open.
And a little over a minute and a half gone by in the fourth. And the shot goes down.
Another day, another dime. Ja Morant has that pass-first mentality, keeping his teammates involved.
Morris outside. Knocks it loose. Oh, stolen by Morant. Payne against George. Pass to Adams. Williams on the wing. Now here's Morant. Wall covering. And there's the lob. Trying to go for a lob there. Excellent defense and anticipation to stop it. Leonard outside. Left side Wall. It's George on the wing. 4 on the clock. And the Clippers hit again from deep.
One of George's main strengths, able to stretch the floor with his outside shooting.
Over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. From deep, Morant. Oh, he's looking good tonight. He's drilled 9 of 15 so far.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
How often do we see this these days? Clubs answering each other from range.
George passes to Zubats. There's the triple. Grizzlies with the rebound. Adams has got his 8th rebound here tonight. The three from Payne. It's rebounded by Zubats. The Clippers running out of time. The three, George. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies. Jackson's got 6 rebounds in the game. And it's Morant off the drive. And the shot counts. He's fouled. And it's a chance for a 3-point play. And let's take a moment here to get your take, guys, on the scoring so far for the Grizzlies.
They are making it rain from the three-point land right now. And the coaching staff continues to encourage them to let it fly.
Well, something else that stands out is how they've shared the ball. I mean, they're getting a lot of their points from sharp passing.
The Grizzlies have gotten 5 of their 7 shots to fall in this final quarter. Outside, Williams. Pass to Jackson. The open shot, Morant. And there are the Grizzlies with another bucket.
And this one hasn't been in doubt for a bit now. They came out on a mission, and you can bag up this win for the Grizzlies.
They made the most of the extra rebounds tonight. Helped them out a lot.
Well, when you look at these teams, they're both great rebounding clubs. Any night, either one could have the advantage on the boards.
And even the opposing fans can't deny this was a sensational game for Ja Morant.
He really played at his preferred pace. Never let adjustments by the defense speed him up or slow him down.
Here's George. And again, no good by the Clippers. And here's Memphis. They've gone on an 8-0 run. Payne with it. Guarded now by George. Stolen by Payne. Pass to Williams. Outside Payne. From deep three-point range. Can't get it to fall. And so Memphis takes this one. Mike Alley, thank you as always. And that'll do it, folks.